first, second, and third, and fourth, and fifth. All of them. How you doing? Paint, Fivogen, how's it going? Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Community Appreciation giveaway stream. I hope everyone's doing well. Alrighty then. So, yeah. How am I? I'm alright. I'm alright. I am a little bit cold. My fingers are a bit cold, but they're getting there. It's warm enough in here. I'm just being a bit of a silly goose, silly moose. Yeah, doing alright. It's Saturday. I had a chill morning. I started the book that I'm meant to be reading for my book swap thing with Miss Pamela. She's also on Discord. And yeah, I'm quite curious to see how this giveaway thing is going to go today. I hope it's going to go well. I think I set it up all right. So yeah, I think it will be okay. How are you doing, Paint? You alright? Functioning? Yeah. I know the feel. It'd be sucky. Well, with a bit of luck, you'll have a nice afternoon today, at least. We can hope. Cat hair on my boob. Getting a tiny bit of yellows on my palette at the moment, because while I technically think that I am done with the yellow, I want to do aliens will invade, destroy all the politicians and lawyers and free us. Yeah, I don't know if they're the main problem. I suppose politicians are actually. Never mind. Some of them anyway. I put some hand cream in my hands and now my fingers are a little bit slippery. Anyway, kittens and puppies, indeed. Kittens and puppies. Demons and dragons? Sure, well, why not? What about brushes and paint pots? What about those? And Harlequins and dreadnoughts and other shenanigans. Maggie or Hirsch, how are you doing? 5 you haven't posted on Discord in a while. Posted Tree Sentinel you just finished. Ooh. Oh, I saw that on Instagram. That looks awesome. I mean, I saw the work in progress. The goal is ridiculous. Did you have a good time with it? Was it fun? That's so cool. I just heard my dog drink from an empty water bowl, so I'll just go put some water in his bowl. 2 secs. The detail leaves a bit to be desired, but you had fun painting it. Good. Well, that's the main thing, isn't it? Like, I think we'll always keep finding things in our own paint jobs that we're not 100% happy with, and it's just one of those things. At some point you just have to stop. You'll be heading out soon to work on a friend's PC and then dinner later. Nice. Very nice. Thank you for stopping in. That's appreciated. I need to get like a brush with only like 2 hairs on it or something. For when I want to do silly stuff like this. So the plan for the stream today is to just put some nice paint on some models, or rather on a model, and then probably around 4ish, half 4 I think. The goal is actually really easy to accomplish is purple wash over it and then re-highlight. Oh, that's it. That's cool. I never thought of doing a purple wash. But yeah, so around 4 o'clock I think I'll be doing the raffle. And yeah. Hopefully I can make some people happy with some nice prizes. You'll be going now? No worries, Maggie. You're here. Have a good time. Enjoy. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. And I hope it goes well with your friend's PC. Nivian and I have been watching some aquascaping and like fish tank hobby videos recently, because we already have 2 fish tanks, or rather Nivian does. I used to have fish tanks too, but I haven't really done anything with them, and he's sort of taken over, and he's now the main carry for when it comes to cleaning fish tanks and stuff like that. I haven't really touched them in ages, but I've been getting really kind of excited again over fish tanks. So we're thinking we might go to Maidenhead Aquatics, which is not too far from us, tomorrow, and see what they have in the way of aquascaping fish tanks. Because I'd quite like a tank that's open topped, and one of our friends has already said that we can have his filter and light, which are both, well, it's an external canister filter, so that's pretty cool. So we don't have to have a filter inside the tank, which is quite nice. And the lights are officially marine lights, but they're dimmable, and you can set like the color on them, or like they're quite blue, which is really nice. Michael Payne's minis. We've been making jokes about L having man buns since they have such pointy helmets in a group of friends. Oh Christ. Pardon? Yeah, I mean, they do. Well, this is not a man bun, this is a lady hair ponytail. This is... Let's see if because I've got two more with mohawks and one with what's probably going to be a shaved head. Thank you. Time for me to turn the heating off. Bear with. There we go. That's one a woo. Man buns. Pascal, long time no see. How are you doing? See, I'm trying to work out if I prefer it looking a bit more embroidered or if I prefer it to look more smooth, and I think I prefer smooth. So I'm gonna have to touch it back up, unfortunately. Xenos filth! Yeah, well... I think in the grand scheme of things, most of us are a bit filthy. Coiffeur filth. Oh my god, what's going on? In mind, anyway, exactly. So what's everyone else up to this weekend? Have we got any fun plans? Any boring plans? Any hobby plans? Who knows? We never know. Must be the Eldar protecting their esteemed hairdressers, must be it. A victim of a massive elaborate inside joke from elsewhere. I figured I might be. Which is fair. These things sort of, they transcend, don't they? Love a bit of an inside joke, though. White Wolf, how are you doing? Oh, good lord. If if you ever wanted a tutorial on how to make things messier than they were, come speak to me. Because I am the queen of overworking and making things worse. No, that's not entirely true. I just need to tidy things up again, but it's one of these faffy things. You're pretty good at that yourself, yeah. We don't need lessons, I guess. I should be careful so I don't end up with them. Droppy drop and the little after cummy. The what you heard. Confused cat girl, how you doing? How's it going? We're nearly there. You're okay-ish? Pascal's creating all kinds of character classes to blunder for adept with a highly dangerous pair of scissors. A fur shear. Banshees and bankshears. Pray Lord Jesus. Can you have something with toupees as well? Is there something that works with toupees? I feel like that could be quite funny. Between fantastic painting and the puns, you want Eldar now. So you see, I've actually been having a really, really fun time with these guys. Everyone's saying, "Oh, they're awful. Why are you doing this to yourself? Sucker for punishment." And whilst that's all true, I love a fiddly paint job like this. As it turns out. You should be painting. Well, why aren't you? Who's stopping you? Is it yourself? Are you stopping you? There. Stop touching it. Masochist confirmed. Yeah, I do like a bit of self-flagellation every now and then. I don't actually know what these things are. Probably metallic. That's metallic. That's a glove. That's a glove. That's gold. Okay, so we need to not roll over the dog. Being silly on the internet is trumping painting it on. That's fair. I nearly knocked over a bottle of water. Should not be doing that. Yeah, it's a lot more difficult to be a silly sausage when you're also trying to paint and need to hold a brush and stuff. So I see your... Yeah, it's a conundrum. It's a conundrum. You can do both, you're skilled like that. I'm great at doing multiple things as well. I can do them all poorly at the same time. It's a skill, yeah. Yeah, I can between getting distracted and starting 16 things at the same time, I'm pretty adept now at that's the wrong paintbrush. At getting in my own way. The only exception is your cat is overstimulated, which means you either wear him out with playtime, or you kick him out, which you don't like to do when you're going to do things without him later. That's fair. Our cat is not interested in playtime at all. He is only interested, and always has been, only interested in sleep and eat. The only thing he finds fun is when we go to bed, and we have like his daily routine with Dreamies or some other treat of choice that he's currently a fan of. He'll come and climb all over us and enjoy that. Sometimes he'll play with like a charging cable if you drag it across the bed for him. But he's never played really. We rehomed him from the Blue Cross, and he was he just never learned how to play, so he struggles to get involved now, which is kind of sad. Our dog tries to get him to play sometimes, and it's really funny. Because he's like super not interested in playing with a dog. So he gives it the biggest stink eye that you can imagine. And if it goes on a little bit too long, he'll just really like half-hearted smack thing. Your cat's a pain in the arse. Yes. This one was a stray kitten whose mum was no longer. Ah, very skinny man on earth, for your friends found him. Now he's a lean, mean energy machine. Oh god. Yeah, our cat has always been on the larger side. He's just a big cat. He's like tall enough to open doors if he stands on his back legs. He can reach the doorknobs and stuff. Or door handles. He's a very picky eater. I suppose as most cats are, to be honest. But he eats a lot. He poops bigger than our dog, which is quite funny. Only about 10.2 pounds, unless has changed recently. Swears, but he's slightly longer after 1.5 years, so wouldn't surprise me. They do like they might not necessarily like grow taller, but they sometimes like fill out until they're like 2, I think, cats. Yeah, ours is quite big. He's a big cat. He's like just over 6 kilos, which for a cat is pretty chunkular. But he's not like fat. He's a little bit chunky, but not dangerously overweight or anything like that. So I do love our cat. He's very cute. There's not a bad bone in him. One of these just incredibly gentle souls. I feel like I should paint that tear underneath this guy's eye. Maybe a red or something. Nice contrasting color. I had my optician's appointment yesterday. I'm putting it off for not really putting it off, but putting it off a bit because it's always expensive. Zombie! Oh my goodness! Is this where the man bunning has come from? Zombie, welcome. Come in. Welcome, raiders. How are you doing? How's it going? Thank you, White Wolf. Marebringer, thank you for the check-in. I appreciate it. How are you doing? How was your stream, Zombie? Did you have a good time? Your face hurts from laughing. Oh god. I'm a little bit worried that I've missed something. I mean, this is the FOMO. Had a blast. Thanks to all the guys in chat. Aww. Community makes the stream, doesn't it? It's very special. If you think about it, the Eldar helmet also has room for beehive haircuts for the men. I mean, that's a pretty exciting prospect. Conant with honey heads, jeez. No, not comb. Honeycomb. Everyone knows I have conical afros. Imagine honey in hair. Yeah, I don't really want to imagine that, to be honest. That sounds pretty horrendous. Hard pass. Yeah, I must admit it's not something that I'd be particularly keen on. It's gotta be honest. what were you working on today, Zombie? And if you have to go, I completely understand, because I know it's stupid time for you at the moment. You've had less sticking stuff in your hair and it's been a nightmare. Yeah. You remember when a kid just stuck chewing gum in each other's hair for fun? Oh my god. That's pretty horrendous. Wolf Priest. What kind of model is that? Wolf Priest. Wolf Priest. That's because we just fired paper torpedoes from sea. Whoa! into eyes and stuff. Oh, nice. You've been doing a lot. That is a crazy cool model, actually. Nice. I just had to have a little peek. My keyboard is always tucked under my screen, so it's quicker and easier for me to just have a look on my phone. Just trying to work out. I can't really be bothered with getting the white out. Broke a guy's ribs, but he spoke about your mum. Paper torpedoes are hard. You'd clean. Take an eye out, Jesus. I mean, if you're able to break a guy's ribs with it, then oof. Raid and run, of course. Get some sleep well, Zombie. Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. It's very kind of you. And everyone, if you haven't followed Zombie yet, please go do so, because they're pretty amazing. Four or five broken rums. Nope, 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 nope. Yeah, I'm still not sure if I... Whoa! Thank you, White Wolf. Congratulations, Laughing Mole, Pure Chaos, Speak May. Oh god, oh god. Sharp to Smoke, I love your fiction. Vintage Wizard. Wow. What a sweet man. Pure Chaos, Speak, Mayhem, Tosser. Thank you so much for the follow. I mean, Pure Chaos? Chaos. You just paid 42.90 quid for the COP paint set, shipping and tax. Yikes. That or NMM or no manaman. Sorry. Sure hope that covers customs. Probably gonna get extorted by UPS next. Yeah. I'm assuming you can't get it anywhere locally then. Ah, Kickstarter. Right. Hello? What are we doing, little brushy brush? Kickstarter are dangerous. They really make me want to, like, get involved, but there's only so much money I can spend. Only Kickstarter is getting out of bed every morning. does require a certain kick. Done 2 Kickstarters in the past, never again. Why not? Did they not deliver? Don't like the concept much, and well, the Aussie one took about a year before it landed. Yeah, that is quite a while. I like the idea to an extent. The other one was super fast. I like the idea to an extent. I quite like the idea of like crowdfunding projects that otherwise might not be able to get any kind of traction. Like, I feel that that's quite an interesting way to get money for or funding for your project. But saying that, yeah. Entirely stopped importing anything, so yeah. Still haven't tried the paint one. The Aussie one was brushes. Okay. Why have you not tried the paint one? That would be like the first thing I would do. I love paint. I love to try out new paints. Never got around to test them. We have a hype chest. Choo choo. Aww. Thank you for the subs, White Wolf. It's really kind of you. Tend to stick to one brand, and you bought all of the AK 3rd gen. Yeah, once you're sort of, I say stuck is a big word, but once you're sort of in a brand, it's I suppose more difficult to branch out. I've got a lot of things, so that's your go-to. Yeah, I tend to prefer Army Painter myself, or go-to, but I also use Citadel, I use Pro Acryl, I use Ammo, Vallejo, basically whatever local games has got AK. Oh, that's alright. Yeah, that makes it a lot easier. Army Painter about an hour and a half drive. Oof, yeah. I try and buy everything that I can from our local game store, but it's they stock mostly Citadel. They started stocking Vallejo now as well, which is quite cool. Vallejo. And they get the occasional other brand in as well. Can't really say much anything really, only tried a few. Got a few Vallejo, a bit harder to find here. Yeah, it's one of those things, like you get what you're A, what you're used to, and B, what you can get to, right? Like if you can't get a hold of something, then, well, that alone makes it a lot less interesting to use. I feel like most paints have at least some things going for them. Same, he started this side business, took him over a year before he paid for itself. So if you can get that, you definitely will. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's pretty common, to be honest. That things take a long time before they, or new stores take about a year before they start making a profit. I actually think it's very rare for a store to make a profit in their first year. Lovely fella too. Store didn't take your credit card, so that's he'd pay for your stuff and then you mobile pay him. Nice. Solemn, yes. Hi, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for the shout out, White Wolf. Especially considering it was Wednesday to Friday and Sundays only. And only afternoon. Oh god, yeah, that's more difficult. I know our local store has the owner there it's his second job. So he's only there working, I think, on the weekends normally. And he has staff during the week. He has a normal, between quotation marks, full-time job in, I think, what did he say, corporate letting or something like that? He's like, yeah, it's a very different kind of job anyway. Oh, you're streaming as well too? Awesome. Well, go give him a follow, everyone. If you don't yet, don't know if I do yet. Speak for myself. Let me have a look. There you go. Follow dropped. Finally unlocked your White Wolf Phobos army in Space Marine 2. Nice. You're still mad you missed one of Michael's streams? Oh, did it drop your streak? Show me more. After Paint Club today, you hope to stream. Nice. Paint Club, that's awesome. Is that online with people, or do you go somewhere for it? Oh, time zones, I see. You run the Reaper Miniatures Game Store Paint Club. Oh, I think you told me about this, but a long time ago. And my memory is pretty dog shit, so... That's so cool. You don't sleep much, but North America, you're Europe. Yeah, that makes it more difficult. $12 hours a week paid to paint. Oh, that's amazing. The rest is staffing help at reapermedia.com. That's awesome. An awesome job. Job envy. Busy, time flies fast. Yeah, it would be. It's nice though. It's nice when it goes quick. And good busy is nice as well. Like, I really enjoy working hard and feeling like I've accomplished something at the end of the day. Doesn't happen much for me at the moment, but later this year, you're halfway to 90. Yeah, later this year I'm halfway to 80, so yeah, I know the feeling. Pretty sure it's been more than 10 minutes. Hot hat off. 40s are awesome. Oh yeah, I'm not complaining. Like I'm God, glad I made it, to be honest. Yeah. I say May. 40 in May, and I still feel like I should do something for it, but I can't really think what. Maybe just go out for dinner with a few people or something. You're halfway, so 84 in 2 months. Later this year, you're halfway to 120 or so. It's approximation. It's been 84 years. You feel 120. Oh man. Don't get me started. I think when you sit wrong for a while. Like yesterday I sat on the sofa for a while, but apparently I was sitting wrong because when I got up I was like, oh, my legs, my back, I can't. Yeah, apparently we're all getting old. Last night was much needed, but well, 3 hours sleep after being out in 2 bars. It's not cool. Oh god. I can't do that anymore. Like, I mean, I don't function well on anything less than 8 hours. But I don't function at all on less than 6. So 3 hours would just be a write-off for me. I had your spine crack last night. Felt so good. Speak for yourself. I'm a baby. He's fresh, exciting. Speaking of anyone change, oh yikes! Don't bring your like. Listen, I don't judge, right? But that is one of the few fetishes that I'm like, judge a little bit. Rarely do, but you have to need to socialize. Yeah, that's fair enough. My favorite people, or my favorite person, it lives in my house, so I don't really feel the need to leave the house very often unless it involves him. So I know that's sappy, but it's Valentine's Day after all, so I feel like I can say that. It's Mama, you can help you reshape it and stick chopsticks through Christ. You're an extrovert, and there's been a lot on your mind past year. Yeah, sometimes it's nice to get out and see people. I'm just very selective in the people that I can see, or that I enjoy seeing a lot of, if that makes sense. I just find it really, really tiring to be around people that I find hard work, and it's not their fault. That's honestly like 100% my fault. It's just how my brain is wired. Introvert masking as an extrovert, yeah. I've been told I'm quite good at showing extrovert, but I've kind of stopped trying to mask as much, because it just leaves me drained afterwards. So I'm like, that's not really my responsibility to make sure other people are comfortable around me. I mean, to an extent, obviously, yes, but not. First bar you visited for 30 years or so, you know, a lot of people there, good bunch, yeah, that's nice. COVID and stupid off, make you more intro. See, I really enjoyed COVID. I loved all the clean trolleys in the supermarket. I loved like online hangouts with my friends as well. Play games together more and watch movies together online. And obviously I did not like the stress around COVID and the worry of, am I going to get sick and lose my sense of taste? That would have been an absolute nightmare for me. COVID happened was an awesome time. It was like, I've prepared for this my entire life. You enjoyed COVID because people showed more common sense after COVID. People got dumber. Yeah, I agree. They definitely did not maintain the sense. I didn't like all the stress that came with COVID, but the way people behaved, and like people actually like being a bit considerate, and if they're sick, not walking around the shop without a mask and stuff, just and hand sanitizer, that kind of stuff. That made me very happy. Never had to shout as much as people in shops, etc., as if you've done after COVID. It's just some really stupid people out there, and it just yeah. Oh, balls. Crawl out my back pocket, yeah. Men have missed live concerts, etc. Yeah, I wish I could say that. I'm just very difficult with music. Like, my special type of tism doesn't allow me to enjoy more than a couple of songs of an artist. Like, there isn't a single artist that I can think of that I have enjoyed more than, say, 3 songs on their album. So, for me to go to a concert, I'll be there not enjoying like half of it at least. And whenever I'm forced, between quotation marks, to listen to music that I don't like, it really stresses me out. It really, yeah, it's really not a good time for me. I used to go to festivals and stuff because it's a lot more, when I was younger anyway, I was like a teenager, because it's a lot easier to travel between tents and stuff. You would just go to a different artist once you'd had enough, or you would walk out and go sit in the grass for a bit, have a beer with your friends or whatever. That I used to enjoy. Yeah, exactly. Music is life. See, I love music. Don't get me wrong. I love music, and I will probably always listen to music to some extent. But if I'm not in charge of the playlist, if that makes sense, that stresses me out. Yeah. It's difficult for people around me as well, especially Nivian, who is very considerate of it. He usually lets me pick the playlist for the car. But I feel a bit bad about it anyway, because if it were up to me, I would just listen to my playlist, and usually the first 10 songs or so on repeat until I'm tired of them, and then I'll listen to nothing, sit there in silence. You miss Jazz Jam? For me, that would be, oh, thank God I miss Jazz Jam. Jazz is the most difficult genre of music for me to listen to. I struggle with the lack of like predictability, I guess. Oh no, this is not even my playlist. Right, my playlist is crazy. This is just some lo-fi without DCMA risk. That's the main reason why I've got it on, because it's inobtrusive and I'm not going to get copyright striked over the music that I'm playing. I would normally never play this, if I'm being honest. My playlist is very strange. You listen to most genres of music, but yeah, jazz been in later years, specifically after you started playing blues on guitar. Yeah, I can understand that. I also I can understand why people like it, or why it works for them. It's just an impossible genre for me, especially once I start introducing things like the copper instruments, trumpets and stuff like that. Brass or whatever they are. It makes me want to hurt people. You do like the brass? No, I just like, ugh. No, that is the worst part of jazz for me. But again, I can appreciate the skill and the quality of it. I understand why people like it. It just really not for me. The improvisation is bad for my brain. Brass, yeah. Well, the copper is brass, whatever. Same difference. The golden ones. The gold looking one, motherfuckers. All in moderation. Till he started playing violin. See, violin is... I get that. I have a cello album on my Spotify. A classical cello. That does good stuff for me. If you had room, you probably should get a cello. They're so awesome. Such beautiful instruments. I'm a big fan. Just checking if the other ones that I've painted don't have like a bracelet or an anklet or something like that. No. Cool. You do like strings? They are cool. When I was younger, I tried to, for a bit, like, this is where my neurospicy comes in again, because I wasn't immediately good at it. I stopped doing it because I couldn't handle anyone hearing me fail, and even in my own room I could just imagine the sound traveling. So but yeah, I tried to learn guitar, and yeah, I'm just not very good. I'm just not very good at rhythm, or I'm a little bit tone deaf as well. So it's all a bit dodgy when I try. I need to turn my heating back on because I'm getting cold ankles again. You have your master's degree in string bass. Wow. I'm using it, definitely not the fast learner. That's really cool. I've always been really envious of people who can sing really well. I would love to be able to sing. But let's put it this way, I won't submit or subject anyone to that. It's not a skill I possess, unfortunately. You have a very, very limited range, and yeah. You definitely don't want me to sing. You'll have to sing and direct choirs as part of your job. That's awesome. Guitar and piano for you. See, I had some piano lessons as a kid, but my dad organised it with one of his like fake like acquaintances or something who used to, and that guy lived in like an assisted living facility, and the piano there was in their like auditorium or whatever space it was, and I hated it. I hated going there. It smelled like hospitals and it was horrible. So yeah, that didn't happen. That didn't stay for very long. guitar for 12 years or so. Violin since October. Wow. Twisted, how are you doing? How's it going? But yeah, I'd love to be able to sing. That's my main, the main thing that I'm envious of. If I hear people with a really really good singing voice, yeah, that's it's going. Barely touched the brush since violin. Also think slight painting burnout. It does happen. It's difficult when it does happen because it's hard to get out of the funk. Have you got anything that is completely different from what you normally would paint? Because if you do, that sometimes helps to just paint something entirely different. Just moving my face slightly, just realised I'm stuck underneath my bar. As long as you keep hobby busy and got piles of hobby, yeah, that's fine, fair. Okay. Just looking at the others. To see if I've missed anything. I don't think so. Do a little edge highlight on the weapon maybe. Photography, drawing, canvas, mini painting, archery, violin, sharp and pointy, and still more I'd love to get into. I mean, there are so many things that I want to do and I just don't have the time for. I'd love to do more like things like journaling, more painting. I always want more painting. That's the wrong paint. I love to cook and you work out. I'd love to do more cooking as well. I actually made really nice dinner yesterday. After I went to the opticians, I walked past our local fishmongers and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go in there because I've been meaning to go in there for ages, and never did. But I picked up 2 small trout and made like little parcels for the oven with baby potatoes, and I did a sun-dried tomato pesto butter for the potatoes, and asparagus. I was quite happy with that. Yeah, I love seafood. But I don't cook it often enough. Like, I should do it way more often really, but I don't really like buying it in the supermarket because I can't tell how fresh it is in the supermarket. And I know it's not going to be like not fresh, but I just really like the idea of sort of something. Like, I live in a coastal town, I should be getting my fish fresh from the fishmonger. Instead of it being sent across half the world to be packaged and stuff, and it wasn't even like super expensive either, so I should really do it more often. Born on the west coast of Denmark, walk from the oceans, we had a ton of fish from day one. So you go fish up a few fish and prep and have your lunch that way. Oh, nice. Fresh fish, there's something incredibly exciting about actually like super fresh fish. It just, yeah. I grew up in the Netherlands, so for me, ocean was also never quite far away. I grew up with things that most foreigners would find absolutely revolting, like raw herring and stuff like that. Would you couldn't eat, your turtles would? Yeah, absolutely. I love fish. I don't eat it anywhere near often enough. Right, turn that heating back off. Let's see what is happening in the Discord, because something happened in the Discord. Ooh. Other pics. Oh, he is very white wolf. That's awesome. Right, that's 3. Next. This one, I think. It's sad, bow fishing is only legal here at the coast. Why is that? Sexy thigh highs. No clue. It's a bit of a strange one. I mean, I guess people not wanting the hashtag danger of someone walking around with a bow, I guess. Black boots. Yeah, nice pose. I'd love to try it, but it costs about 35 to 40 minutes for you by car. That's not too bad. Like, it's doable. But yeah, it's not chill, I suppose. You'd like to like 15-20 minutes or whatever. That'd be a lot less of a struggle. So I think this one will be green fluo. Oh yeah. It is when you don't drive a car. Yeah! Or own one. Yeah, that makes it a lot more difficult, yes. Slightly bigger. Can you get everywhere with the only wheels you're interested in is bicycle? Huh. Like I've always wanted to drive. Like even as a child, I always wanted to drive. When we used to go camping, my mum would let me sit in her lap, and she would let me drive on the campground, or like steer, I should say. Especially I couldn't reach the pedals, but I've always been intrigued. I never liked cars. Oh, that's fair enough. I mean, I grew up in Amsterdam, so cycling has always been the main mode of transportation. But I always liked cars. I'm not even really sure why, to be honest. Because I'm not a petrol head or anything like that. I do like cars, but I'm not like... Yeah, not sure. Oh man, I can't wait for my new glasses. I really wonder if they're going to be better. Alright, provided you with a license and you drove plenty then. That's fair enough. If you, as long as you can get around, right? But if you're not interested, then why would you? If you can get everywhere with the bicycle, easy enough, and it's not an absolute struggle to get your groceries home, and I don't see a reason why you would drive a car. Decent sized city, got all you need, rest you can order online. Yeah, exactly. It's the same for me when I lived in Amsterdam, but it's a bit different now. If I wanted to take the bus to work, for example, it would take me about an hour and a half, I think. And it's a 20-minute drive. So yeah, not super fun. And cycling would take probably best part of an hour, like 50 minutes. Right next to the motorway as well, so it's not a really fun drive or fun bike ride either. It was different when I lived in Amsterdam. I would do everything on my bike, but not where I am now. Yeah, well, I couldn't drive here. Like the first year when I was in England, insurance companies didn't want to insure me without me getting an English driving license, which is ridiculous because I'm like allowed to drive here on my EU license, my Dutch license. So it took about a year before I was allowed to drive, and it makes you feel really isolated. Because everything is so far apart, it's like... you can't really get anywhere without a car, and I didn't really want to rely on my partner to just drive me places. Like, maybe. I know you work full time, but can you also just... No. So yeah, I was very happy when I could start taking myself places again. You used to live in England, your ex's mother was all happy to let you drive. Getting used to the wrong side of the road. Yeah, I guess that all the people do it that way, but it's... I just didn't want to be the reason my partner would get in trouble if something went wrong. And touch wood, I've never had any problems ever since I've been driving, but back then it was legal at least. No clue how the rules are now. Yeah, there is, like, you can, as long as you have a fully qualified driver in the car with you. How does this even work? A learner driver can drive, I believe. Give an exit no license. Yeah. Talks about it. Her mother was more than happy to loan her car. Wow. Generous. Welcome back, Michael. Long phone call. They happen. Leaving to cause solo chaos. Yeah, you're not very good at solo chaos. There was barely any chaos to be had. It's all very well contained and non-chaotic. Friends in Malaysia, 14 hours ahead, so we have 2 times a day you can talk. That's nice that you organise calls with them. I think a lot of people would rely on like WhatsApp. And like, oh, they'll read it when they wake up kind of situation. Like when Dad visits Philippines, your stepmother is Filipino. Quite different from our house than usual. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, my brother likes to travel a lot, and when he calls my mum, they always have to like plan it out in advance as well because he likes to go to Asia and. Gosh. Oh, I've just remembered something. Something that I haven't painted on my other. On this guy. Oh, good. He doesn't have it. That's why I haven't painted it. I thought he would have a little pouch thing, but he doesn't. You never travelled much. I hate flying. Yeah, I'm not a big fan. I don't like being on a plane, but I'll do it if that makes sense. Like I'll do it if I have to. Let me just put some things back on the shelves because I don't need to have every single painting known to mankind on my oh god. Guess this is a fluo. Do I leave that with the fluos? Orange can go back for now anyway. And the pink definitely can go back. Okay, now I need a green for my man's. Normal green. There we go. And let's put a bright green with it as well. You used to love travelling when you were in DC. Half of your year you got sick of it fast. Oh god, bossing, did you leave? What? Wait, we're not meant to have 100 plus pots of paint on my desk. I mean, I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 pots of paint on my desk at the moment. And that's after putting a lot away, so. I mean, the greatest respect to your boss. I probably would have said goodbye to the boss over the phone. $75 here, a lot of minis just staring at me with guilt. It's the pile of potential. A pile of potential. We like paints on our desk. I feel good. Works in progress and more works in progress. Yeah, I just realised I've got some Yule riders, like Deepkin guys on my desk still, because only reason because I haven't done the base room yet. It's the only reason why they're not put away yet, because I haven't done the base room yet. Eel! Oh yeah, I haven't had eel in a long time. I'll tell you what I miss from not living in the Netherlands anymore. Herring. Fresh raw herring when it's in season. Murder pasta. They are danger noodles of the sea, aren't they? You love herring? Wait, you love raw herring in the way the Dutch eat it? Or do you like rollwops? Because there's a difference. You definitely miss your ex's tuna steaks. I mean, tuna steak is... just buy some, right? I don't know if you parted on somewhat amicable terms, but could you ask her for the recipe? If she used like a special spice mix or something? Never had it raw, but you love seafood so much. It's like sushi, essentially. There's also raw fish. People have no issue with sushi, but for some reason, eating raw herring with like tiny bits of raw onion and pickles. It's yeah, I love it a lot. And most people who come to the Netherlands, you are very unfond of raw fish. Trying to keep in touch, but it was too hard on her. Trying to keep in touch because of her 3 kids. Ah, okay. Sometimes a clean break is better than, I guess. Don't even kids anymore. Youngest is 21 in December. You like salmon with lemon mousse? I mean, I like salmon with anything, really. But that sounds really nice. I just really like fish and I don't really make it often enough. Salmon can be done really nice, but salmon this, salmon that. Usually just same old taste, true. Rarely make fish because it's pricey like everything else. Yeah. I paid, I think $8.50 yesterday for those 2 small trouts. Which I think is... it's not cheap. But it's also not expensive, if that makes sense. So it's not... it's a lot of money for the protein of one dinner. But I liked supporting a local shop. Even if they were thick as shit in there. Which is not something I normally would say about anyone, but thank God they were dumb. Jesus. Since inflation, you've definitely changed diet and it needs less meat now. Yeah, I mean, you can make meat go a long way, but there are so many good ways to eat vegetarian that it's really not necessary a lot of the time. So we can't afford living like you used to. No, I think for a lot of people that's the case. requires storage. What does? Yeah, I think a freezer is not an unreasonable thing to want in your house. Prioritize veggies. Oh no, I didn't mean prepping for days. That is something that is definitely a luxury, I think. Meal prepping. No, I meant like if you buy, say, 500 grams of mince, or like a mixed mince of some sort. That is quite expensive, for quite a lot of money, but you can have a whole bunch of meals with those. And you can freeze part of it for a later date and stuff like that. It doesn't all have to be, oh, I'm buying steak tonight and I have to pay £9 for a single steak and it has to be eaten today. But I know what you're saying. It's everything is ridiculously more expensive. When I moved here to England 11 years ago now, we used to go to Lidl to do our weekly shop. We still go to Lidl to do our weekly shop. And our shop for the week was like £45 for two of us for the week. That same shop now costs closer to £100. And no way have our wages doubled. A friend offered me part of buying an entire pig. He'd definitely be for if you had freezer space for it. For better quality at a cheaper price, but you don't have the space. Oh, that's nice though. Good fellows attempt to help each other out. Well, that's the way friendships should work, right? Give and take. Be there for each other when you can be. And when you need to be. And, yeah, that's how it works, really. I like, oh yeah. Or how it should work, anyway. I'm well aware that a lot of friendships don't work that way. Things can be very one-sided, which is depressing as hell. Okay, we're getting there. The base coat greens and blues have been slapped on. See if I can get... I mean, you got to fight IKEA stuff tomorrow. Same. Possibly. Depending on how the movie night that I'm a part of goes. not super keen on watching some action movie thriller thing that currently is one of the 2 options. You kind of fancy getting some Harlequin? Haven't painted any since the 90s. I've been like, they've been on my want to paint list for a very long time, and I never really felt like like it made sense to buy any. And then we went to Warhammer World in November, I want to say, and we always want to get like a commemorative something from the trip. So from Warhammer World I normally buy the commemorative coins, because that way we don't have to spend full Games Workshop pricing on our models, and then we go into town, Nottingham, to go to Element Games or a place like that, and we spend way too much money there, and yeah. And I thought, you know what, I saw some tufts that I wanted to get, some ridiculously bright pink tufts, and I thought, you know what, this would work really well with like some psychedelic Harlequin troop. So I spoke to the person who was working there, saying I'm after some Harlequins. I really like the diamond pattern and stuff. Can you recommend like a kit that has best, like that would suit that? And they went, you do realise that the diamond pattern isn't like engraved into the model, right? You have to paint that on yourself. I do realise. I realise. So yeah. Most people think I'm crazy. I don't think I am. I think it's fun. I've been having a really good time with them. I've done 3 so far. This is my 4th one. Which, yeah, I think is pretty good going. Considering what? Well, considering how long they take, and considering how relatively little time I have to paint. Around my my work and my energy levels. Harlequin does these for a little freehand. Yeah, I think so, and I really like trying that. I'm not going to say that I'm very good at it, but it's getting there. I'm enjoying it. I'm having a good time with it, which I think is the main thing. You love the vintage Harlequin jet bikes. Yeah, they are very cool as well. You're gonna lurk? No worries. Thank you so very much for hanging out. Enjoy the lurk time. Have a chill rest of your day. I hope you have a chill rest of your day. I'm gonna put the green on this, and then I'm gonna start the raffle, I think. 'Cause yeah, it'd be good to get that wheel spun. Oh, they are crazy cool, with a big old mask on the front. Yeah, that's very cool. Oh, we're not supposed to be on. Apologies. Could have sworn I had that on sleepy. But apparently it decided that it needed to come on the moment I opened the tab, which is interesting. Right, so green on this. That will give that a good chance to dry. I'll have to have a little look at his face as well, because it looks like she's wearing like a bottom face mask on top of the normal black skin suit thing that they have over their heads. So I guess we're doing that green as well, maybe? Same girl. I'm gonna want to do something with that little jacket thing that she has on as well. I'm gonna make that a body warmer, I think. Because it's weird to me that they have... Let's see what Games Workshop does with yeah, see, they're doing full body warmer as well, like black. Interesting. Interesting. All green tassely doos. Face masky things. So strange painting from black. I'm still not used to it. Like, I don't dislike it, but it's different. Am I doing that green? Or is that just going to be black? Don't know. Yeah, it's green on, or like different colour on. Okay. The weapons sound horrific, like in a good way or in a bad way. Yeah, that isn't necessarily a bad shout, to be honest. Kiss is only effective in close combat and contains a highly coiled, retractable monofilament wire which is around 100 meters in length. When activated, usually by a forward punching motion, the wire is violently released, capable of piercing armor. If the wire penetrates its victim, it instantly uncoils and lashes around violently, liquefying bones and internal organs and causing immediate death in a spectacular and bloody fashion. The wire then retracts back into the kiss for another use. That is freaking awful. Lovely. Freaking awful. Right. So, I think it is time for the raffle. So, my plan is to raffle off 4 prizes. The first one, we'll start with that one, which will be a paintbrush set. If you're in the UK or anywhere else where this is possible to ship to, you will receive the full Orange Brushes paintbrush set, which I think is a pretty awesome set, to be honest. I've been painting with them for the last, I think, 2 months now, and they are pretty spectacular. I am bad with my brushes, like, yeah, I'm not very good. I don't clean them as well as I should, and they live a pretty hard life. There you go, White Wolf, fantastic brushes. If I can get these shipped to you, I will. Otherwise, you will win brushes of your choice of something that I can actually get in your country. I think because England isn't in the EU anymore. Hard knock life, they do live a hard knock life. Because England isn't in the EU anymore, I don't really want, if someone international wins, I wouldn't really like it if whoever wins would have to pay import duties on things that I would ship from here. So if I can't ship it direct to you from the country that you live in, I will pick something else, or you are allowed to pick a different brush set of your choice up to the same amount of cost as the orange brushes. So that is the first prize. I will show you guys the wheel. I have let me see if I can get that. I've added everyone who let me see if I can get this to there we go. Everyone who responded to the Discord message, and all my the subs who were on there on my account as well this morning. Everyone is on there. I really wanted to do something nice for our for my active community, people who are who've been with me for a very long time and who've been, well, given back for yeah, it's been a year and a half now, I think, if not longer, 2 years maybe, I don't actually know. And yeah, I just wanted 4 people to win something nice. So we start with a paintbrush set, and I am going to start to spin the wheel, and we will see what who the winner is. Jet! Congratulations, Jet! Jet is winning a paintbrush set. So the good thing about this wheel is that it now allows me to remove Jet from the roll, so the next person, so that Jet doesn't win again. And very helpfully, it does show me the results. There's a nice list of results at the end, so I will post those on the Discord. There must have been a mistake. It didn't say your name. Well, there's more prizes to be won, Fiveagen, so it's entirely possible you will win the next one. The next prize to be won, it is always Jet, is he spawny? How did you get your name on the wheel? It is it's a community appreciation raffle. So the people who are active in my community on the Discord, who've been here for me for the last yonks, they have responded to the Discord message that I put in earlier this week. And Jack Frost, welcome. Come in, come in. I'm just doing my community appreciation raffle. So I've got the next prize coming up. How are you doing, Jack? You alright? How was your stream? Did you have a good time? You're quite alright. I don't mean to interrupt. You're not interrupting. I'm always happy to see you. Thank you for the shout out, Wyvril. I appreciate it. It was good? Nice. What were you working on? So the next prize that I am going to give away is one of the Squidmar paint sets, if they are available in your country. At the moment they're doing a Dark Future, the Essential paint set, or the Fantasy paint set. If they're available in your country, you can win one of those three paint sets, and if they're not available in your country, you're allowed to pick paints of your choice up to the cost of the set there. Yeah, let's raid Blackbird Paint and interrupt everything. You forged to carry dashi, which is a type of knife, and second type of knife invented and it doesn't have a name. Ooh, did you get to name it? Can you call it to Jack Frost? That'd be very cool. So yeah, the next set is a paint set. Hopefully, it is for someone who is who can receive this specific paint set. Only if it's good. That's fair. And yeah, we'll let me see if I can. Let me just grab my keyboard here so I can actually type as well. So I know it will remember, but I will. I also want to remember. So paint set for the paint set. Let's go. Johan! I don't know if you guys can hear the cheers that are coming out, but it's yeah, it's doing cheering. I know, Fivegen robbed. Maybe you can fight Johan for it. But there are still 2 more prizes to be won, and they're the big ones. So the next prize. The next prize is a model or models of your choice. So if you want 1, 2 small ones or whatever, that's also allowed. Up to £60 worth of models. So yeah, you can have a nice box set of something, or a large model that is up to £60. And I didn't want to like pre-pick for everyone because it's not very nice. Like, oh, here you go. This is a Sylvaneth model, and you know, I don't actually like Sylvaneth, so you get to pick your own model. So let's go. I know it's quite heavy. There's a lot of weight involved. Praise the Messiah! Cat has won the model. We shall remove Cat. The last prize able to, well, that I'm going to be giving away is this was a surprise prize that I haven't announced yet. Yeah, it's yeah, I thought it'd be nice to do something that isn't you come in at the last second. Yeah, you might. Yeah, I wanted to do something that wasn't pre-announced and stuff, so I thought it'd be nice to give you guys either a combat patrol, a spearhead, or a large model kit of your choice, up to the limit of the cost of a combat patrol. So, yeah, combat patrol up to £105. So, yeah, let's click the button and see who the winner is. Ooh, White Wolf robbed! Wolfie! Sleepy Wolfie. Sleepy Wolfie has won the Combat Patrol Spearhead or large model set of their choice. I will save that. Oh man, I know, this was ridiculously close. Both for 5 earlier and for you. That's it, I quit. Oh. That's your luck. Yep. It's White Wolf's luck as well, and 5 luck as well. It's one of those things. It's unfortunately the downside of raffles. It's he did get dunked on, yeah. It was just one tick. Yeah. I'm sorry. I wish I was a millionaire and I would legit buy you all the presents I could. But I am not. So sadly I can't give everyone presents, and I wanted it to be as fair as possible. It's all good. It's nice to see people giving back. Oh, bless you. Yeah, I do try. I know it's bit overdue because I've been talking about it since like November of last year. So yeah, it's I just really appreciate everyone's support and how everyone's been hanging out with me all these hours and stuff, and it was yeah, grim. I literally checked not like 10 minutes ago. Yeah, see, 15 likes on my post. Oh my gosh. White Wolf. You didn't win anything, you don't have to give more. Good lord. Thank you so much, White Wolf. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for all the subs. That is very kind. Hit the wrong button. Oh no. Das, thank you for the sub. That's very kind. 16 months. Good lord. That is crazy. Yeah, all the winners. That wasn't the unfollow. Fair. All the winners will get a Discord message from me later to organize shipping and stuff like that. I do hope that you all have your Discord messages set as open to receive messages, because if after 5 days I haven't heard back from the people I've reached out to, I will unfortunately have to pass the prize to the next person. Most welcome, always a pleasure to hang out. Sorry you haven't been chatting. No, you're fine, Dad. Absolutely fine. Fantastic stream as always. Oh, you're very kind. Well, it's only 4 o'clock, so I should probably keep painting. I just wanted to get the giveaway out of the way. Congratulations to all the winners. I'm very happy that it's all going to lovely people, which is unsurprising because you're all part of my Discord. So it's yeah, couldn't be nicer. Gonna hack Sleeper's account so they can't respond. Yeah. That's probably the only way to do it. Like, hack their account, take over the information, and have me accidentally send their prize to you. What was the giveaway? The giveaway was a raffle to sort of give back to my Discord community and the people who've been really supportive to me here on Twitch since I started streaming. I really wanted to give something back and let the people who have been there for me see that I really appreciate it and that I really care. So I gave away a paint set, a brush set, a single model, and a combat patrol or large model kit or spearhead bonk to my community. If I get rich one day, I'll do more giveaways and open it up to everyone and their mum. Looks at paint desk. It'd be a bit this, but it's in danger of water damage. Oh no, are you crying? Wolf hat. Oh woo, that's twice today. Bonk. It's a bit there. Slightly better. Nice. Those are some rabbits. Those are some rabbits. So what's everyone up to today? Anyone doing any painting, or are we all just too tired from the week to do anything productive and are just monging out? Watching some Stranger Things. I'm going to play some games in a bit. Nice. And you are playing a game. What are you playing, Squishy? Snow and ice got under the shingles and made a leak. Oh no. Being safe, keeping buckets in the area to be safe. Spin the wheel again, you'll cover the cost of another £60 prize. Okay. Okay. I can do this. Are you sure? Mostly avoiding people came close to murder this week. That's not the right thing. Housework, also a thing. Spin the wheel again. We're spinning the wheel again for another 60 quid prize, guys. Zach! Zach has won! A big ass model. Thank you, that's very kind. Thank you, Nivian. You are my everything. Zach. All the way +1. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you so much. I should probably remove this now. You were hoping you'd win. Cover the cost for your own bloody model. That would have been funny though, to be fair. Yeah, I'll reach out to all the winners this evening and arrange orders and shipping and stuff like that. It might take a little bit because obviously I have to reach out to everyone individually, and if they're not in the UK, I may need to find alternative companies to order from. But I will. There's not actually much you want currently. Kind of grateful you didn't win. Well, paints would have been are always nice. I always like winning paints. I already have a shitload of models in my backlog, so I personally would probably struggle with models as well. But paints are always nice. Brushes are always nice. And yeah. I probably still would find, I say probably, I know I would still find a model that I want. Although with what I have at the moment, I think my next like request between quotation marks is going to be a 3D print of something. Because there's a couple of really, really cool models that yeah. I'd quite like to paint something large at some point. Nivian has been painting some really cool like Dispatch and Expedition 33 models, and it kind of makes me want to try a large model or large scale model. Only thing I'd ask for would be the Warhammer Underworld 2 players box. I haven't gotten around to getting it. Which one's that? Is that the one with the Night Haunt and the what? White Wolf. And I do have my knight, but it's not like a large person model. Grove Guardian by Alariel, the new scent of life. Whoa, that's mad! I love that. Oh. Okay, I do need something then. Yeah. Oh, sick. Chaos Dwarves and Wood Elves. Oh, okay. She really is very beautiful, yeah. I can't believe we're getting new Sylvaneth. James Workshop, you spoil us. Who is this James Workshop you talk about? This is the man who makes our Warhammer for us. Mr. James Workshop. Yours picked up then. Someone wants something. Nope, nope, nope. How is it that you're always silent until someone says that they want something, then all of a sudden... Like... It's so dangerous. We can't say anything. We can't say that we like things because Ed will be listening. Marquis. Oh, I see. They're quite cool. And of course out of stock. Yeah, they always are. The cool ones always are. Can't wait for you to get a new PC. That's it. Temporary. Why temporary? PC goal well past halfway. That's good. Oh, temporary out of stock. Okay, that's true. It's not a forever box. Do I have a favorite color to paint? Oh, that's a good question. Not really. I have least favorite colors, I guess. I prefer to paint bright things. So anything that's vibrant, lots of colors, nature-like things as well. I really enjoy painting sylvaneth, for example. They really float my boat. Still out of stock, but you're on New Zealand settings. I had a heart attack when you saw the prices. Yes. Yeah, don't look at New Zealand prices. Anything New Zealandy is problematic. It's so expensive. Already got your... Yeah, I know. I'm very grateful. It's so kind of you. If you want fun, look at South Africa prices. Is it horrendous? Is it really, really expensive, or is it really cheap? Do you have a favourite colour to paint, Jack? It's actually a really good question. I like that question. Do I dare? Dare! You'll have to tell us, of course. Because I am now very curious. Kind of try to avoid it intentionally. What, getting a favorite color? It's probably not a bad shout. To keep it interesting, you do your best to not to reuse any colors between one model and the next. That's a good like a good interesting way to keep your painting fresh. I just like painting, so for me anything that's bright won't let you look at the rest of the world, huh? 2 models ago you did darkened wood speed paint with a dry brush of white and then hardened leather speed paint. This way you're going to do deep brown skin up to light brown skin, but doing it in wood texture. Oh, awesome! They're both just a paint wood. All I can see is North America, Zealand, and UN and Europe countries. Oh. I'm really curious now. I didn't even realize you could buy it direct in South Africa, but it makes sense. I'm guessing thing of Games Workshop paint. Level Up store. Oh god, you have to go through. third-party companies. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, well, I might not be as like dedicated to changing colors as you are, Jack. These Harlequins all have had different color schemes. I mean, they all have dark blue on one side, and gloves and things are black, but their colors are all different. So I've got one in yellow, one in pink, and one in orange so far. Probably for the best. You don't think what you're doing is correct for getting better. I don't know about that. I think just putting hours in is the best way to get better. I don't think that there's a single way to get better. Very much of the mind that it's no matter what we do, as long as we have fun doing it, we're on the right track. Have you used it before? Top of Citadel base Caliban Green is 65. Fleet Admiral 1 of 2. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that. I hope you're doing well. So the rand is $60. Wait, so 65 times $60 for a pot of paint? That can't be right. At least I really bloody hope it's not right, because that's horrendous pricing. So 65 is 265. Oh, dollar cents. Oh, geez. Okay. So it's about the same then. Slightly cheaper than in pounds. I think we pay £3 something, don't we, for a pot of paint? Marebringer, yeah, it's going bad. It's just not going bad, to be honest. It's having a good time here. We did a nice raffle. Some people won some prizes. And I'm having a fun time painting my Harlequins. Yeah, Diamond's going on all right, to be honest. I like it. I understand why it's not for everyone, but it is for me. Yeah, 4 o'clock I did the raffle. It was we've had 4 of my winners, and then Nivian very kindly sponsored another winner. So we had Jet, Johan, Cat, Sleepy Wolfie, and Ergomax have won prizes. Family of legends. Oh man, this is gonna sound really dumb, but I was walking home with Nivian on. We were walking the dog, and on the way, we were nearly home, and I was like, I would quite like. I have an idea for my birthday. If I could like have a lava lamp, I would quite like a lava lamp for my birthday. And he just looked at me. He was like, "We're adults. Like, why would we wait until your birthday to get a lava lamp?" So the next morning, a lava lamp arrived, and now I have a lava lamp. And I'm deliriously excited about it. It's so fun. I used to have one when I was a teenager, and I was like, I've been thinking about it for a while, and I looked at them and I was like, feels like a bit of a frivolous expense. I shouldn't spend money on a lava lamp. But maybe as a birthday present, and maybe I was like, nah. None of that nonsense. I'm just buying one. Lava. But yeah, it's very cool. It's like pinkish purplish water with yellow yellow wax in it, which turns like reddish orange when it cools towards the top. So it's really cool. I'm very excited. Jet, Johan, Praise the Messiah, Cat, Sleepy Wolfie, and Ergomax. Is this so you know who you need to hack to get their prizes? I think White Wolf is already going for Wolfie. I was saying earlier, I'm so glad it's all lovely people who have won, and then I realised everyone in my community is lovely, so it would have been very difficult to have a not lovely person. Didn't catch it properly first time. No, you're fine. I'm not likely to have a bit of relaxed to the post just in case someone decides to add another prize. No, your luck, not gonna happen. Oh, bless you. Jacket fan, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. I hope you are having a lovely day so far. Bearded Squire, thank you so much for the raid. Come in, welcome raiders. How are you all doing? Skaven Dan, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Someone able to do a shout out for me, please, for Bearded Squire. Harlequin pants going all right. They're going all right. I'm having a good time with them, to be honest. Thanks, White Wolf. Terrible, he's trying to con me into buying 3D printers. Oh no! Is that so he can make you print stuff for him? How am I? I'm doing all right, thank you. I'm having a good day today, so far anyway. I'm painting my Harlequins, which I'm actually really enjoying. And I've done my community raffle thing that I had planned for months. And yeah, it's going all right. You were debating printing models for your long-term followers, painting, and then send them one. Wow. That is quite the commitment. Like, I would, but I'm a very slow painter, so that would take me years. Be able to print your own minis and don't have to leave the house or pay others to do it for you. Yeah, exactly. See? Professor Grimm knows what's up. I mean, I'm all for 3D printing. Nivian turns the printer on before we go to bed at night, and it's the most soothing sound to have on in the background. It's like the perfect white noise for me. You're raised on Skaven. If you can't paint fast, you're doomed. You have 20k of... Whoa! Whoa! No wonder you're called Skaven Dan. That is a hell of a lot of Skaven. It's a different Harlequin and which one you think? Yeah, I've got 3 now. So this is the third. This one is in green. If my camera wants to focus on it. This one is. I've just started this one. I finished my yellow one, which I started earlier this week or last week or whatever. So that one's done now. And can I send you a DM of something you got commissioned? Yeah, absolutely. I'm very curious. And an orange one. And a pink one. The pink one was the first one, so that was essentially like the test model. And it's going quicker and quicker each time. Going back to spending time with the missus. Dog walk is checked out. No, nice. Thank you so much for dropping in, Murbring. I really appreciate it. What did you send me, Grim? Nothing yet. Okay. Oh, there it is. Oh, sick! That's cool. You should put them in the Discord. In the other Pix Discord. If you're willing to share, that is. Fun to hang around. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. That is the goal, after all. See you around. Hope to see you again soon. She wanted to have mementos of the 2 armies you finished, so you plan to make them into stickers that you have to put. Then you have to put in people pull boxes if anything go out. Oh, that's nice. I should get some stickers made, really. I only have. I mean, I have some stickers. I should get some more. Because for we're going to RoseCon after all very soon. Everyone, come join us. It's in Cardiff, in Wales, on the 25th of April of this year. And there's going to be a very nice guest list. I've got Chris Rose, who's the organizer, obviously he'll be there. And Kat Praise the Omnissiah, who's actually just won a prize. And Galloway Paint, he is a very, very good commission painter, is going to be there. There's going to be we're going to hold painting competitions, so there's a competition up at the moment for anyone who wants to do a competition beforehand to paint something like a single mini or a small diorama or whatever you want to paint, really, in a style that will make us think. Do something unexpected, because we're all struggling with things in our own way, and we all have invisible problems and visible problems, and we wanted to showcase that our differences are what make us special. So very curious to see what people come up with for the this is what makes me different competition. And then there's also an on the day painting competition, so we'll be providing paints and there will be some brushes and water and stuff like that. I'll bring kitchen roll and we'll get some palette sheets or something like that. And I will be bringing the models for that, which Nivian very kindly is 3D printing for me. They are one-page rules models. I reached out to One Page Rules and asked them if I would be allowed to print off models for them or buy them for the convention. And they said that it was a very worthy cause, and that as long as I credited them, I could print as many as I wanted, up to I think a total of like 70, I think he said. No, I don't think there'll be 70 people who want what printer do I have? I don't have a printer. Nivian does. At the moment, I think we're borrowing a Mars, I think, of a friend. We have, I think, oh no, we're borrowing us. Oh god, I can't remember now. I think we have a Saturn. Nivian! Nivian! I summon thee. Speak to people about your hobby. Please. Please. Yeah, one of our friends wasn't using his, like, ever. Saturn 3, there we go. And we needed, or wanted, to be able to print larger things. So he was like, you can borrow mine, rather than buying one. So that's been doing a lot of heavy lifting recently. Bless that printer. This is now the printing inquisition. Like, if Nivian doesn't mind, I can show you something that he's printed recently. I was just gonna say, yeah, can you show Robert? I can show Robert. Bear with. Yes, he printed a person. He printed a person from the game dispatch. And he is this big. Obviously, this is all individual pieces put together. Like, the torso was separate, the head was separate, the legs were separate. Like they were saying, the wall and the floor were one piece each, and I pretty much filled up the building. But it has a dog. A little doggy in his see if I can show you on this camera. There. He's called Beef. Hi, bud. Seeing a real buddy, you're a real person, doggy, with very dirty toes. You're very muddy. You're a good boy. A very, very cute dog. Yeah, so it prints, most STLs print like they come in pieces to optimize available space on the print bed. Hi, little guy. You're very good. Can you go in your bed? Nice. Oh, you want to come cuddle? Do you want to come cuddle and say hello? Okay. Up, up. Probably more than enough. How long does it take to print? It really depends on... we haven't been 3D printing people forever. We have. It depends on the print. Like, the longest print that Nivian has done so far. Chris, how are you doing? I was just talking about RoseCon earlier. And Kat has won a prize in my raffle. I'll reach out to her after my stream. But she's won a good prize. Way slower, but quality's nicer. You say that, but... Blame Beard. I don't think it was you this time, Chris. I think the longest print you've done was 11 hours so far, Nivian. The legs, I think it was, or the base of that that print. Oh, I'm getting really cute grumblies from the ear rubs. Hi, buddy. Oh, no, you don't get blamed for anything. No one ever blames you for anything. You're very cute. What's going on? You're very clingy all of a sudden. You're never clingy. No annoying cleaning. I mean, everything is annoying, but I don't think it's too bad from what I've been told. How are we all? We're good, Chris. We're doing all right. Are you feeling a bit better? You had a rough couple of days, didn't you? I did my community appreciation raffle earlier, and that was very nice. I have some nice winners, so I'm excited to reach out to them all. Cleaning the machine itself, yeah. I mean, pain is still there, but not as bad as it has been, thankfully. Oh, I'm glad. Good to hear. I booked my hotel for RoseCon the other night, or the other day. Or rather, Nivian did it while I was at work, because I couldn't sneak because my boss was in the office the whole day. I'm going back to the same hotel as last year because it was 100 quid cheaper for 2 nights. So, plus I know the parking is on site and cheap, and I know that the parking at the other one is off site and it costs like $11.50 or something if you get it validated per day. So it's like, yeah, if I take the parking into account and the actual hotel room costs, I'm better off just going to Cardiff North again. I know, right? It's crazy. Time's going so quick as well. Which is good, because resin isn't too bad. I think it's like if you pick it up off Amazon when it's on offer sometimes. Yeah. That prints a lot, though. Have I heard that we have Ruby from Roll 1 to Explode coming? No, I have not heard. I must admit I don't know who she is. Or who they are. Because that sounds like a RPG person? Like a tabletop D&D person? Evening, Cat. Cat, you won a prize in my raffle. You won a good prize in my raffle, actually. You did, yes. You won one model of your choice up to a maximum of £60. She does Warhammer as well. Insanely good painter. Amazing. I'll have to look her up. So yeah, have a little think of what you would like, and let me know if I should ship it to you or bring it to you to RoseCon or what you would prefer. And yeah. Yes, I say one model. It can also be a box, like a kit that costs like £52 or whatever. You can have a... It doesn't have to be a single miniature. It can be a kit. Also, it doesn't have to be Games Workshop, incidentally. We do not discriminate. Yeah, no worries. I'm happy. Happy the prize went to someone I really, really like. So, long live the rando wheel. To be fair, everyone who won. I was saying this earlier. I was like really, really happy that there were all really nice people who won, and then I realized that the only people who were allowed to enter were people who were actually active in my community, and therefore I enjoy their company. So it's yeah, it's been, but it's been, yeah. I'm very happy to be able to give it a little bit back to people. So and bless Nivian, he saw me finish my raffle and said, "Bring the wheel back up. I'm sponsoring another roll." Favoritism, 100% favoritism. Yes, it's my community appreciation raffle. It's not my everyone and their mum raffle. Those grapes. She said all the names. Yeah, it's true. Those grapes sour. Yeah, he nearly won, and then it ticked over to I think there was one tick after his name, so he's a bit understandably a little bit on the salty side. But I think we have some good prizes, and I hope that people are going to be happy with them. Sulks off into the corner with White Wolf. Oh. Well, you'll still get a hug if you want one when we see you, so... Obviously only if you want one. This is one of those things that we don't do without permission. Do you need more models? Yes. Hello, how are you doing, Alex? You alright? I know, right? It's not a question to me. I don't think it's ever really a question. The answer is always yes. You wish Battlefield Gothic were still a thing. Yeah, I've heard that a lot. Which is kind of ironic, really. I hear that so many people who want them and they're not available anymore. But White Wolf just linked a new Sylvaneth model that's being released. So that's something I will need. Do we know when that's coming out, White Wolf? Yeah, absolutely. Hit me. I know, it's ridiculous. Nope. Usually it's within 3 months after they've announced something. That's at least a timeline that our local game store owner managed to sort of deduce. So hopefully in time for my birthday. Would like to do a big character model but never done one. What do you think would be a good one? I've never done a face really or much flesh, but you're willing to learn. Whew, that's the question. Like my immediate response there would be Alariel. But I don't know if that's necessarily a fun one to paint. She's also, I think, outside of the cost limit, if I'm being honest. Yeah, Alariel is the Sylvaneth goddess thing. Games Workshop. But obviously you can do any kind of model. It doesn't have to be Games Workshop. It can be a 3D printed model as well if you want something large. If that's something that you want, I can ask Nivian to print something for you. What else was fun? The turtle from the Idoneth Deepkin was very fun. Yeah. Because she has skin, she has a beetle, she has stuff. I must admit, I think she's more expensive than the £60 limit. Belthanos, possibly, but he's just trees and beetle. He's fun. Let me have a look to see what Leviathan is. Well, Belthanos is doable. Idoneth Deepkin Leviathan, also very cool. These also more expensive. Let's have a think. What else have we got? There's a cool larger model. What have I painted? Ooh, Elthanos was really fun, to be fair. He was really fun to paint. Also, Iridan the Witness was also really, really cool. Don't really get skin on that one, though. Stormcast Eternals. So that's this one. The guy on his like griffin mount. Iridan is really, really good. Like a really good model to paint. Really fun. I think that's probably one of my all-time best paint jobs so far. And he paints up really easily. But he doesn't really have skin. He has a face, I think. Does he have a face? Yeah, he has a tiny bit of face, not a lot. Most of it is hidden under his, like, cowl thingy. But you've got a massive bird, which is really, really fun. Talia, also cool, yeah. The only problem with Talia I had is that I tried to paint her too much box arty, Talia Vedra, and again, really cool model. She also has a face and stuff. I painted her with too many browns, and oh yeah, she's also really fucking expensive. Holy shit. Yeah, I didn't have a great time with Talia, if I'm being honest, because I did use too many browns and got upset that she was too brown. So, but yeah, I would say Belthanos or Iridan the Witness, both really, really cool models that I have painted, and I can tell you that are really, really cool. What else is cool? What you could do. You can vouch for both too, yeah. I'm just thinking, oh fuck, what are they called? Eidolon, there we go. Is he expensive? I think he is. Yeah. What about Volturnus? That's also an option. Volturnus. Basically a guy on a seahorse. He has a face. Bald head. Very cool model. But he's on the cheaper side, so you could... but he's very cool. I'd be happy to throw in something else if you wanted to go with that one. Yeah, he's from the sea people. Evil sea elves. De Aidneth-Deepkin. But yeah, no rush. You don't have to decide right now. You can tell me what you land on when you've decided. I do like the Deepkin models as well. There's some really, really cool stuff in there, and I did the Eel Riders recently, and they were very, very fun as well. I had a good time with them. I still have them on my desk because I still haven't finished the... I haven't done the base frame, so for some reason they're still on my desk. And instead of just painting the base frame, I put it off. Oh, I don't have any black on my palette. I don't need any black. But yeah, many, many options. AK paint markers are mainly for doing base frames. Ooh. That is actually a use that I hadn't considered yet. Anyone remember Dreadfleet? Can't say that I do. You got some new paint, White Wolf? What did you get? It's funny, after looking at the Deepkin models, I just keep thinking, oh, I could do that effect with resin and it would look really cool. Yeah. Absolutely. Like when I did my first Deepkin, I hadn't done any resin yet. So I didn't really... Like I was doing the Leviathan, the massive turtle, and I didn't really want to accidentally ruin it. So I didn't use any resin. And instead I went with like coral type bases, which worked out really well. It's also a really easy basing scheme for the rest of the army, like these. Just some 3D printed rocks and some weird moss-like things, and Bob's your uncle. Just some texture paste, a dry brush, and yeah, it was just pretty smooth sailing, to be honest. Fantasy battlefield gothic. All the models are different fancy pirate-like ships. That's cool. Okay, let's slap some blue on this. Back when it came out with more straps for cash, so I couldn't get it. So I made a priority at that point. Yeah, you would. It's so annoying when something comes out you really, really, really want, and you just can't get it for whatever reason. Like, now that we're grown-ups, like, we should be able to just buy the things that would make us happy without having to worry too much about like financial implications and stuff. It's just not very fun. You never managed to get your own copy? Blue booty. I should have used a bigger brush for this. Right. Now that I've got the blue on here, I think this is now 5:30. I've been streaming for 3.5 hours, and it is Valentine's Day, so I think I'm going to call it here, and I'll do a nice raid to someone. Do we have any requests for anywhere? Anyone would like to raid? So I haven't looked yet who's online. Cryo? Okay. Let's see who Cryo is. Oppa! Move my things out of the way. Let's have a little look. Twitch. Opening Twitch. Cryo cheese. Ah. Go get some. I mean, White Wolf. This is a Christian Discord. It's not. Do I have a Discord? I do. Thank you very much for the prompt, guys. I appreciate it. Okay. Cryo can have my raid. Requests get honoured here. Right, so I'm going to raid Cryo Cheese in a moment. They are currently working on what looks like a large glow effect on a weapon. Massive gun of sorts, so that sounds fun. Guys, thank you so much for another really fun stream. I've had a really nice time. Thank you all for bearing with me while I fiddled with my spinny wheel. I hope you've all enjoyed it. And yeah, I'm gonna go raid out to Cryo Cheese in a moment. And I hope we'll all go there, give them some love, and yeah. I will be back on. I'm gonna have to just double check that I haven't booked anything weird. Yeah, back on Wednesday. Yeah, have a lovely rest of your Saturday. I hope to see you all again soon. And yeah, bye for now.